We're joined now by Dr. Sheryl Ziegler for a special edition of Mental Health and Me. Dr. Ziegler, you're a psychologist. You're currently studying collective grief and trauma. So we know a lot of folks, whether you were there that day, they're feeling, this is bringing back a lot of memories, right? A lot of triggers. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the first things to know is that around the time, and like today, the actual date of the anniversary of a trauma, we often call this time a traumatic reaction or an anniversary reaction. And so what that really means is that around this time, people do often feel scared again, anxiety, you know, they have fear, they have sadness. And so that's really common in the days or weeks leading up, and it could be even the days and weeks following, let's say like today. And so those are things to really know that it's pretty normal. And it's also a sign to you that maybe there's still some pieces that are unresolved, or, you know, there's just some grieving that's still left to do, and that might happen every year around this time. So just knowing how you respond to a day like this is really important.
Definitely. And I know we've talked a lot in the past about you don't necessarily have to have been there or been in Boulder, but following the coverage that we did, right? Feeling this. We're such an empathetic community. This can affect any one of us, right?
Absolutely. And the closer you are to it, usually, the more impacted you are. And that goes out and out and out. But also what we bring to this day. So what kind of history do we have in our lives around trauma or feeling out of control or having your world turned upside down in a matter of minutes? And so those are the kinds of things that also impact us differently as we are witnesses, bystanders, directly involved, or you know, just involved in terms of just a community member, but far away from it. So lots of different things impact how we respond or react to the anniversary of a traumatic event.
And what kind of things should we be looking for, whether it's, you know, recognizing within ourselves or friends, family members? Like, what does that actually show up as?
Yeah, it can show up as, you know, fear, like avoiding certain places, intrusive thoughts, thoughts that go around in your head and you can't get them out of your mind, disturbance in sleep, your appetite might be off. So it's just like something's off. And sometimes it takes a little bit to realize, oh, this is what's causing that. I wasn't understanding it. But really a change in how you feel and how you behave or act on a daily basis. Like I said, last week, this week, today especially.
Okay, so I feel like you've already kind of showed us how we can recognize if this is happening to us or within our family and friend groups. How do we cope? Like, what do we do to kind of combat some of this stuff?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things you want to do is face it, right? So a lot of times when there's an anniversary like this, if we're really distressed, it might mean that maybe we have been pushing some things down. We haven't totally been confronting things. So talk about it. Don't be alone, because that's sometimes what people do. So hopefully everybody has somebody that they're talking to, that they're connecting with is really important. And just sharing your stories and experiences, especially sometimes with people who can really relate, who were involved maybe around the same level that you were. It's very helpful to know that you're not alone, that, oh my gosh, it's not just me. When you talk about, these are some of the ways I'm impacted with dreams, nightmares, sleep, those kinds of things.
Yeah. Okay. Dr. Ziegler, thank you. I know this coverage is going to be difficult for some people to watch throughout the week, so thank you for your insight and helping us pick out these things along the way.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.